Which Pro iPhone is ideal for you, the iPhone 17 Pro or the iPhone 17 Pro Max? This year, Apple has released two Pro iPhones again. But how can you know which iPhone 17 Pro model is best for you? The iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max are Apple's newest high-end phones. They replace the iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max in the range. The newest Pros join the iPhone 17 and iPhone Air. All four new versions will be available for purchase on September 19. Pre-orders for the iPhone 17 start tomorrow, September 12. The iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max all include 3 rear cameras, Apple's newest and most powerful silicon, and a lot of other improvements. There are several important distinctions between the two models, though. Let's look at the specs and see where the phones are the same and where they are different if you're having trouble deciding between the Pro and Pro Max. We've got some hands-on time with the two iPhone 17 Pro variants, with a full review forthcoming. Here's what we found out so far. 1. Prices and availability of the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max. Pre-orders begin for Apple's next Pro iPhones on September 12. They go on sale a week later on September 19. The smaller iPhone 17 Pro begins at $1,099/£1,099/1,999 Australian dollars, with the iPhone 17 Pro Max costing $1,199/£2,199 Australian dollars for their base models. That's technically a price rise for the 17 Pro, but it now starts with 256 gigs of storage rather than 128 gigs, meaning it's the same price as the identical iPhone 16 Pro at launch. The iPhone 17 Pro Max also has 256 gigs in its base model, a step Apple made 2 years ago with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. 2. Design and display. The primary difference surrounding the Pro variants is their size. The iPhone 17 Pro is a 6.3-inch phone, while the iPhone 17 Pro Max is a 6.9-inch one. Both phones use OLED panels. Apple rates the two as having the same peak 3000 nits brightness too. But plainly, the iPhone 17 Pro Max offers the more expansive screen real estate. Perhaps unexpectedly, both phones are the same thickness, though Pro Max is bigger and longer to accommodate the larger panel. As a result, the Pro Max weighs a little less than an ounce more than the Pro, around 27 grams of difference. The new Pros both have an all-aluminum body, rather than the titanium-clad one that we saw on the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro. Only the new iPhone Air gets the titanium treatment this year. The glass sections of these phones are composed of one of two materials. There's ceramic shield too, protecting the display, giving higher scratch resistance and superior anti-reflection over previous Pro iPhone displays. Meanwhile, the back glass employs the original ceramic shield for its own durability enhancement. Both phones, like previous versions of prior iPhones, offer IP68 dust/water resistance. Whichever Pro you choose for, there are only 3 colors to pick from: a practical silver, a dramatic cosmic orange, and a rich deep blue. All have a novel two-tone design we've not seen on prior Pros, with the metal frame of the iPhone and the glass rear panel having slightly distinct hues. Both have a fresh new camera plateau design on the back, stretching the full width of the phone's top third. All other fixtures, like the dynamic island display notch, the power, volume, action button, camera control, speaker holes, and USB-C connector, are identically located. Depending on the country you're buying these phones in, you'll either have a SIM tray or solely eSIM support. This will be the same on both devices, but it's worth bearing in mind. 3. Cameras. The iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max have identical camera setups this year. In the back, this includes of a 48 megapixels primary, 48 megapixels ultra-wide, and 48 megapixels telephoto cameras. The telephoto camera is new for this version of iPhone and offers a 4x optical zoom, with the option to record up to 8x lossless zoom by pinching in on photos. On the front, the two phones boast an 18 megapixel center stage camera. This shooter features a new square sensor to assist accommodate more people in shot, whether you're shooting portrait or landscape. It can also track your position during video calls to keep you centered in the frame. Apple is focused on having its Pro iPhones produce high-grade videography. That's why both of these phones provide ProRes RAW video format, Apple Log 2 coloring, and Genlock for bullet time effect footage when recording with several synchronized iPhones. But for normal users, there's dual capture video, allowing you to capture a single film with footage from the front and rear cameras simultaneously. 4. Performance. A new A19 Pro chip powers both of the iPhone 17 Pro variants, delivering even higher power to operate your apps and games. Unlike the A19 Pro silicon inside the iPhone Air, the Pro versions employ a variant of the chip with an extra GPU core, meaning they'll likely outperform their slimmer sibling. But perhaps more critically, the A19 Pro's power is supplemented by a vapor chamber cooling technology for the first time. Seen on many of the greatest Android phones, this component transfers heat away from the hottest running sections of the iPhone's interior structure, allowing for more constant performance. As indicated above, the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max now have the same basic 256 gigs storage and can be spec'd with 512 gigs or 1 terabyte memory capacity if you spend a bit extra. For the consumers who require the most room available, the Pro Max offers Apple's first ever 2 terabyte storage option for iPhone, for a staggering $2,000. 5. Battery and charging. The real battery capacities of these phones is unclear right now, as Apple never discloses that information. Instead, we'll have to wait until teardowns of the new models reveal the real size of the power packs. It's evident that the iPhone 17 Pro Max has the largest battery of the two models, though therefore it should last longer on a charge. According to Apple's battery life estimates, the Pro Max gives 39 hours of movie playback, against 33 hours for the smaller model. However, these values rely on if you have an eSIM-only model or not. In regions where iPhones still have SIM trays, like the UK, the battery expectancy is instead 37 hours against 31 hours. That's because the tray for the physical SIM card takes up space that would otherwise be filled with battery. On the charging front, both the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max can charge up to 50% full in 20 minutes with a 40-watt charger, or in 30 minutes using a 25-watt MagSafe and QI 2.2 charger. These equal the base iPhone 17, with these three variants being the fastest charging iPhones yet launched. 6. Software and special features. The iOS 26 is pre-installed on both of these iPhones out of the box. And since they're both arriving at the same time, they'll receive similar software support, potentially 5 years worth when you consider Apple's historic iPhone upgrade trends. Similarly, both phones offer identical software characteristics. That includes access to all of Apple Intelligence, including visual intelligence, writing tools, photo editing services like Cleanup and live translation. To conclude, in some ways, there's not a lot between the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max. Their cameras, charging capabilities, chipset, and software are all same. Even where there are differences, like battery life, display size, and pricing, the gap isn't all that large. However, those changes will be significant to anyone seriously contemplating upgrading to one of these phones. Hopefully we've explained things sufficiently, so now you know which phone is the best for you, but come back soon for a more extensive comparison once we've spent more time with the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max. So, that's all we know for now. We'll be sure to keep you updated as soon as we have more information. Thanks for watching.